4's Friday Night Football is sponsored by Jack's, all about the South.
All right, welcome to Friday Night Football. Once again, we are back at Providence Stadium, Providence Christian School at the Eagle Stadium for this contest between the Eagles and the Elba Tigers. Mark, what do you think about this game, buddy?
I tell you what, I know Elba's only a 1A school, but looking at them on the field, they look a lot bigger than a 1A. I think they're going to give Providence all they want tonight.
Yeah, they did. So that is the first kickoff. Of course, the Elba Tigers going to get the offense, but a little squib kick, trying to keep it away from all that speed. Elba's got some speed, and, you know, they got a number 2 on their team that is just playing lights out, is he not?
He is. He's only a junior, and he has over 70 offers already, Division I football, including the big boys, Alabama, Auburn, LSU, Notre Dame, Georgia, Oregon, Texas A&M, everybody. Alvin Henderson is his name. You'll hear him all night long. He was the 1A running back player of the year last year as a sophomore. So, and he's doing just what he did last year, and he's carrying this team, doing a good job.
That's amazing. And you'll see this set up a lot, this offense there with him and the kind of like a Wildcat, but usually they have just 2 backs back there, and they'll do a direct snap to Alvin, and then he just kind of follows the block, or he just sees a hole and go. The thing about him is, let's see what the mark-off's going to be. It's going to be offsides on the Eagles. But anyway, back to Alvin Henderson. So he is, man, once he gets in the secondary, he just got another gear there. So I think his Providence is going to have to try to stop him quick and not let him get into the open and get into the secondary, because once he gets that, he's almost impossible to catch. That's a good stop right there by the Eagles. See, in that little play, you'll see that a lot from both directions, on the right side and the left side. So, but with that penalty, that's only given them second and about 1. Now, Providence, we've been here before, and they do have a very stout defense now. And well coached as well.
Yeah, and that's number 23 there, Mr. Banner. Twins out there, Roman and Ryland. That's Ryland with the tackle. And they're going to have to, everything starts and ends with Alvin Henderson. So Providence is going to really have to focus on him and control him, because if they don't, they could easily run away with it. But tonight, you're right. Defense is good enough that I think that they can hold them in, and when they get the ball, they need to play keep away and have long drives and keep Mr. Henderson off the field, and they may have a chance when it comes to the second half.
Like we had a false start, so it's going to get that 5 yards back that they gave them earlier. Yeah, you're exactly right. And Alvin Henderson, you know, we counted up, I think, 23 touchdowns they scored this year, and he scored 18 of them.
Yeah.
That's strong.
He had 45 last year. So he's a horse, and right now I did some research on him, and he's favoring Auburn, Clemson, Georgia, and Florida State. So if those 4 are looking at you, you got to be pretty good.
Yeah, you ain't no slouch. So it's going to be a quarterback handoff. It's going to get, I don't know, about 3 yards or so. It's going to bring up 3rd down and a long 4.
Yeah, it's Ryland Banner, number 23 on the tackle. Again, brings up 3rd and short here for them. They don't pass the ball much, so do a lot of screen passes and little bubble screens to each other. The quarterback himself is 240, so, and their offensive line probably averages anywhere from 260 to 270 combined. So they have a big offensive line. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't run the ball here.
And again, ladies and gentlemen, that is 1A. There's that direct snap we talked about, and again, you can see the speed. You know, once he got past the line of scrimmage, he just turned it on. He was following the quarterback with the block, and once that hole opened up, and there's no hesitation. So that's going to bring a 1st down. They're going to get, you know, almost to, well, they will get to the 45-yard line. So nice gain there by Mr. Alvin Henderson.
Yeah, Colson Love on the tackle for Providence. Like he's in the Wildcat.
So he did bounce it outside, going to pick up about 5. Again, he's got great vision as well, and I've watched some film of him too, and can cut on a dime, give you 9-cent change. I mean, he really a special player, I think, for Elba. And if they stay healthy, you know, I think they're going to go a long way. I mean, they're 4-0, so they're number 3 in their district.
Right, they sure are. Roman Banner with the tackle. Rollins twin brings up 2nd and 5.
Going to give it number 10. That's Caden Atkins, and then on the end around, so he's going to pick up another 3 or 4 yards. So it's going to be 3rd down and about 3. So they kind of mix it up a little bit, but again, the workhorse is going to be number 2. So, but you've got to mix it a little bit.
Yeah, Colson Love with another tackle. Brings up 3rd and 3. Looks like they're going to the Wildcat.
Oh, Providence jumped, trying to get into that backfield and stop number 2 a little early. So that's going to give them a 1st down after the penalty. So ball's going to be marked at the Eagles' 44-yard line, where the Tigers have 1st down.
We said the line averages 260, 270. Their quarterback is 240. So he goes to the Wildcat. He just becomes another leading blocker. And they're probably looking at the line of Providence. They may have 3 or 4 guys that size, but they definitely have them outsized on the line.
Yeah, that number 10, he's almost like a fullback size. He's going to roll to the right. He's going to find a man open, and it's going to be called. That's Caden Atkins. He's going to get all the way into the end zone. So the Elba Tigers strike first with 8 minutes and 10 seconds left in the 1st quarter. And as we said, they have a high-powered offense. They've scored in 40s, 30s, 40s almost every game.
Now, but if you're Providence, I don't have a problem with that if I'm the defensive coach, because my main focus is trying to keep that rush attack down. And one-on-one on the outside, he made a great catch. Defender was there. Nice play call from the coach over there. Touchdown, Elba. But I think if you're Providence, you're fine with that 1st drive there, even though they got points.
Yep. So we're going to get the call by PAT, number 3, Alex Wisecup, in for the kick. It's up, and it is good. So that call by PAT that gives the Tigers 7-0. Again, 8:10 left. I'm Philip Gilly along with Mark Kinney. We appreciate you being here.
When you look at the pass here from Braden Johnson, rolls out to the right, hits Colton, and Colton Love is there, number 13, but just had a little height on him and called at the highest point and made the good play there. So looking at the Elba band, looks like they traveled well, as did their fans. So now I think if you're Providence, you got to play keep away. You don't want to score too fast, and you definitely don't want to 3 and out. You want to keep this high-powered offense, like you said, averaging over 35 points a game easily to keep them on the sidelines, and hopefully they can make some plays.
Absolutely. And yeah, Elba always supports their team, so they travel well. They've got a stands are almost full over there when you count the band in. So, but yeah, you're right. I mean, Providence quarterback's play is going to be crucial. So, he's going to have to make good decisions, which he does, even though he's young. I mean, we saw him the last time he was here. Smart player for his age. He's only, what, sophomore?
He's sophomore, but a 3-year starter. Yep. He started when he was eighth grade. So
that's a little short kick. It's going to be returned to the Eagles' 39-yard line. We do have a man down for the Eagles. That's number 54, grabbing his knee. Hopefully he'll be fine. That's Will Price, outside linebacker.
I think it looked like that when he was running. It kind of fell on the back of his legs. Hopefully he's okay. Maybe he just has a sprain or a bruise. It'll be all right.
So let's talk about a little bit on this Providence offense. So, some of their key players. I know they got the Mr. Do-It-All in there, Chapel Stickler. He's kind of he's going to have to be a go-to. He's going to have to step up big. And, of course, the twins, the Banner brothers, they're going to have to also step up big. So, and I already mentioned the quarterback, Craig Pittman. So he's going to be the catalyst for this offense to stay with Elba Tigers, in my opinion.
Right, and also, this is a very senior-laden team. They have 17 returning seniors on this team. So I know this Elba team's come in, and I've heard people talk all around town. Henderson, everybody, that's all they want to talk about. They are old enough and played enough games. I think they can handle this. Now, they just need to control themselves and control the line of scrimmage and make some yards. They can't get behind too quick because their offense isn't made for that. But if they can get some drives and get some points on the game, this could turn out to be a very good ball game if Providence does that.
And quarterback Craig Pittman has a very nice spin on the ball. He throws the ball very well. So, you know, if they get the last game last week, they had a 74-yarder, and that's an errant throw right there. That's going to be intercepted by number 5. That is Ty Seaving. That is the coach's son, and he's going to run it all the way back in for a quick score for the Elba Tigers, and that is not what Providence Eagles needed right there, Mark King.
No, it looked like quarterback thought they were playing man-to-man. They dropped back into the zone, and it was kind of hitch and go. And the linebacker did not go with the running back and pretty much threw it right in his hands. So, like you said, falling down 14-0 quick, barely 4 minutes into the contest.
So Mr. Alex Weiskup going to go with the call by PAT once more. So he barely got his leg cool. So that's going to be good. So with 7:53 left in this first quarter, the Tigers are clawed up. Yeah, watch this replay. He didn't get a lot on the ball. Oh, he got tipped at the line of scrimmage. Mark didn't see that at the live. Great shot there, guys. So he didn't have a lot on it, but I didn't see the tip. But obviously it got tipped at the line of scrimmage. That made that flutter a little bit, so that's why it was short.
Yeah, but again, he's got to do a better job of reading that defense, because that linebacker never moved, and it looked like he threw the ball directly to him. Trying to hit the go route down the sideline. Underthrew it a pretty good bit, but you know, you still got a long ways to go if you're Providence. You need to get the ball and settle down and put some points on the board here, and everything's still okay.
The Elba Tigers in the white and gold. Providence in their usual blue and white. Got a great crowd on both sides of the field as far as the fans. Like it's going to be probably an onside kick. Providence is ready for that, so that's going to put them at midfield. In fact, it's going to put them a little bit in Tiger territory.
I'm not quite sure. I don't know if that was a missed kick or don't understand that, but giving Providence really good field position from the get-go. After a crucial turnover they made, I would think you try to kick it and hold them back, but Providence will take it. That's good field position for them.
Got two wideouts on the near side. Lone running back, quarterback Craig Pittman, ready to take the shotgun snap. Very nice running play. That ball handed off to number 33, Kaiser Sims. Great blocking up front. Following his blockers, was able to break a tackle, get down for a 9-yard gain. That was nice.
Yeah, nice tackle. Number 12 there. Actually, the quarterback as well, Braden Johnson. Even though these guys are so big, you got to remember these are 1A schools, so you're going to see a lot of kids playing both ways. And that's your starting tailbacks. Also looks like your middle linebacker, and he's 240. So, but I thought before the game, looking at film, that Providence could get some yardage on the ground on these guys. Just can't get too fancy, and hopefully they can do that.
Going to be another run by number 33. He's going to get, I think he's going to get a first down. Yes, see the marker. So two nice runs on there. That's what Providence needed.
Yeah, nice tackle by Caden Atkins. It's like about the 39.5, be 1st and 10 for Providence.
Tell you what, Mark, this would be a nice answer back if they can drive this down for a score.
I agree. They need to put some points on the board, because it's going to be hard to stop that offense. And you've already given up one gimme to them. You don't want to get too far behind, so hopefully Providence can get some scores here.
Beautiful run. That's the same play going to the opposite side of the field. And that's number 33, and he is going to get in for a touchdown. Nice play. Great run. Kaiser Sims, number 33. Again, same play, just opposite side, and great blocking up front by the O-line, and great answer by the Providence Eagles.
Yeah, hopefully this will settle down Providence a little bit on the sideline. I imagine a lot of people were talking about this game and Elba being number 3 in the state and having the kids that he's got on being recruited and things of that such. So a lot of times you get kind of nervous when you get in a situation like that. I think that's what happened on their first drive for Providence, but they settled down and put some points on the board. We got us a ball game now.
Yeah, Providence is only 3-1. They've just lost 1 and none in their division, so they're riding their 750% on their winning percentage. So the call ball PAT is up. Kicks number 7, Leighton Hagler, and it is good. So that cuts that lead in half, 14-7 with 7:01 left. That's nice. That's what the Eagles needed. So this game won't get out of reach. We'll watch this replay here. Look at the blocking up front. Nice. Great cut. Sees the field. Tries to get stripped there. Good job on holding on to the ball. It's just all around great play.
Yeah, that's a nice job. And the line of scrimmage controlled the line. The offensive line did. So that's good starting here. And you need to get some stops now on your own defense and keep this a one-possession game at all times. And by the end of the day, if you keep it like that, you may have a chance there at the end of the ball game. But you got to keep that Alvin Henderson, which I would be shocked if they kick it to him. He's the deep man all the time. But as they did on the opening kickoff, they pretty much pooch it down the sideline. And I would expect to do the same thing.
Yeah, with the momentum shift on this, if they could get a stop here, man, that would be huge. But again, Providence knows they can score. I think they feel they can score. And like I said, with those seniors, again, they've been there, done that. They play in 3 years. They've been in big games. So, I don't think they're going to be rattled at all, as you mentioned earlier. Number 8, Davis Bolden, set to kick it off, and it is going to be a little pitch. Nice bounce up. Thought they might have a chance of getting an onside kick, but it did not. So it's going to land at the 45-yard line of the Elba Tigers, where they will take over with 6:57 left in the first quarter.
That was like a perfect onside kick, and for some reason, the Providence players, when they ran up to him, they kind of stopped. They should have jumped and tried to tip it or do something, hit the ball, hit the man trying to make the catch, or because I think if they jump up, they may actually get that back because they outnumbered them, I think, about 4-1 there on this side. So just like Providence, the series before, Elba has really good field position in midfield now.
Yeah, you're right. That thing took a great hop up, and that's when you need to plow into somebody and try to knock that ball, keep it loose. Great defense right there. So that was number 12, Braden Johnson, quarterback linebacker, trying to just direct snap it, but the Eagles were ready for that.
Number 23 and 21 there. Those are the Banner boys. Did a great job of making some nice tackles. See the replay right here coming in. He kept it. No, that's number 62. He's the one that stopped him at first. Parker Jernigan. Then the others came in at the end and kind of finished him off, but Parker did a great job of slowing him down until he got some help. Brings up, looks like 2nd and 11.
Looking for a little screen pass. Got a man wide open. That's number 10. Scored earlier. He's going to get the first down. So that was nice inside to Caden Atkins, the 11th grader. And he just floated and waited for him to get inside that seam between one defender and another. Looked like nobody picked him up coming out of the backfield.
Yeah, Colton Love again with the tackle. That's about his 4th or 5th tackle so far. When you got the safety, you see the clear close replay. He just rolls out and hits him. The tight end, there's nobody picks him up. Again, you've got to credit some of that to Alvin Henderson because he's in the backfield and everybody's focused on him. So good call there by the Elba coaches to have him sneaked out there.
Yeah, that number 10, Caden Atkins, he's the leading receiver for this Elba team. So you just can't teach speed, Kenny. That's number 2, Alvin Henderson, sidestepping a man, getting down with about a 9-yard gain. He's going to make his 7-yard gain, 2nd and 3.
Mason Colley with a tackle on the sideline. Good pursuit by the defensive lineman. Like all good running backs, Henderson always makes that first guy miss. I was watching a report this weekend where the linemen say that they try to put a hat on everybody, but the good ones can always make that first guy miss them to get those extra yards, and he did on that play. Nice run by Alvin.
Direct snap straight up the middle following his blocker. That's number 12. He's going to get the first down easily and a lot more. He's going to get down to about the 22-yard line, almost in the Eagle Eye red zone, about 3 yards away.
Yeah, Jack Youngblood with the tackle there for Providence. About to be inside the Eagle Eye red zone at the 22-yard line.
Gall's given to the tight end. He jumps the man. He's going to scamper in for a touchdown. There is a flag on the play, so we'll see what's going on there. But that was the tight end in the round there, and gave it to him. Had some blocking, and he jumped over. You can't do that in high school game.
Well, if they dive at you, you can. You cannot jump over a standing defender.
That's what I thought.
I think the call's going to be a crackback block here on Elba. One of the wide receivers kind of rolled down and got one of the defensive backs, I believe, which I think he's okay. Just shook up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crackback.
Yeah, Caden Atkins making a good play. So that's one thing that when you're on defense and you got a running back like, Alvin Henderson there, you just key, and all of a sudden they stick it to somebody else. You got to be on your P's and Q's and, not just get so focused on him that you forget about every other player that's back there that can run the ball.
Right. And then, that he deserves all the attention. There's no doubt. But you got to also obviously look at number 10 tonight, because he's in the game plan so far, and he's done damage, actually more damage than Henderson has so far. He's had a good night, and Caden's doing a good job.
So it's going to be 1st and 11 and a half for the Elba Tigers after that penalty. Ball's on the 24-yard line. There's that direct snap, just following 2 blockers, shakes the tackle, gets down to about the 6-yard line, and that's going to pick up a first down. So, that direct snap, they got 2 linebacker or running backs there, and they both went up the middle, and he just falls behind, and whichever one makes a hole, that's the way he goes.
Yeah, Rylan Banner there with a nice touchdown-saving tackle in the Eagle Eye red zone here. And when you got a 240-pound blocking quarterback in front of your already big line, it's tough.
That's Alvin Henderson again, and he is.
I think have a fumble.
With the ball back, it's going to be a fumble, and the Providence Eagles at the goal line, able to strip the ball. Referee says it is Providence, and that was great. Because they was headed for another touchdown, which was given 21. So good for the Eagles.
That was huge. Really just about a half a yard away from being down 2 scores. Nice stop by Providence. Saw the side referee come in and throw his beanie down.
Yeah, that was just a big clump of crap. Somebody must have got a hand in there and stripped it out from Alvin Henderson, who's usually pretty good. He ain't had many fumbles this year.
Nobody's touched him.
It's true. It's hard to have a fumble when nobody's touching you. You just lose the ball. So Providence, though, playing out of their own end zone, is going to hand it off number 33. He's going to get, I don't know, it is a safety, so he was tackled behind the goal line. So that's going to give the Elba Tigers a score anyway and the ball back.
Yeah, that's a shame there after such a great defense. Good play by Elba defense, though. Came through and got in the backfield and made the tackle. Nice job.
Yeah, that play probably at where it was took a little bit longer. See how he took a little bit too long. It should have been maybe a quicker running play.
It looks like his number 10, Caden Atkins, already scored a touchdown and had some other nice runs with the safety. He's Mr. Do-It-All tonight for Elba so far.
So 3:42 left in the first quarter, 16-7 after that safety. And then again, like I say, the Elba Tigers will get the ball back.
Yeah, that's a little discouraging after doing such a great job on defense. And You know, you don't want to second guess there, but you might want to go for a couple QB sneaks to maybe get you some room just to get you out. And then, but you know, I've never been a big fan of lining up in the backfield 4 yards deep when you need to get short yardage. And Elba did a great job, and Caden did a great job of getting in between the tackles and getting the safety.
Providence will be kicking off from their 20-yard line. So Elba's going to be getting good field position, especially if they try to pooch it. Alvin Henderson at his own 30-yard line. Davis Bolton gets some direction from his coach. He's going to kick it high and a little short. It's going to be fielded by number 21 at the 40, and he's going to pitch it back to Alvin Henderson. And he's got a lane. He's going down. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. He's got one man to beat. Cuts to the middle, and it's going to be a touchdown on the return of the kick. Number 2, Alvin Henderson, and he got that. Well, he's pitched back at the 40. So 60-yard touchdown run.
Yeah, it looked like something you see in the backyard. From you flip it to your partner, your brother, your cousin, or your neighbor, and he went to the house. Everybody went to the left, and the only poor guy left was the kicker. And I guarantee you he didn't want no part of that. So he cut back to the middle, and easy touchdown for Alvin Henderson.
So the Tigers going to try for the call ball, PAT. 3:30 left in the first quarter. Kick is up by number 3. That is Alex Wisecup, and it's going to be good. So it'll be 23-7. So, yeah, so watch this. He's going to get it. He's going to just a little toss back, and the lane that he had on the left side, there was nobody. Nobody touched him.
No.
Watch his second gear right here.
And you'll see the kicker's like, no, I'm good.
Good.
I'm good. Yeah,
so that was just good. And hey, give the Tigers credit. That was good blocking. I mean, they sealed that lane right there for him going to the left. I'm sure that was planned. They practiced that more than one time.
Oh, absolutely. And you can tell number 5 for Providence did a great job there. Christian Sutton, his job's to keep and pushing back to the middle, but there was nobody in the middle for Providence defense whenever he ended up cutting back, and he was gone. And I don't think there's anybody in the stadium that can catch that kid. Man, he's fast.
Ball kicked to the middle of the field. Providence kind of bobbing a little bit. That's number 23, Raylan Banner. But he found him a lane too as well. He's got 2 men to beat. He's got blockers out front. That's a pretty nice open field tackle though by number 17. That was Jared Anderson. Was nice, but man, that was a great return.
Yeah, that was a good turn. You know, sometimes if you ever watched on TV, the fumbled kickoffs seem to cause problems for the defense for some reason. I don't know why, because it seems like you have more time to get down there. But a lot of times you'll see a bobbled kickoff or something. You'll see the replay here. It kind of goes through Ryland. He takes off to the left, and he has a good blocking scheme and great run there. And if he beats number 17, he's got 2 blockers right there to take the kicker out, and he might have a chance.
Yeah, I think if it had slowed down, let them 2 blockers get out in front of him, because, you know, that might have helped a little bit. But, yeah, you're right. It had 2 people. And maybe when you take a little bit more time because you're fumbling or whatever, the defense pursues. Yeah. So that way, once you get that lane, you got it. So, but great returns. The ball's going to be on the 44-yard line of the Eagles, and they need to soar a little bit here. So they 23-7 with 3:19. It's been a pretty good game as far as penalty-wise too. I mean, what, 3, 4 maybe? So
had a couple mistakes from Providence. The pick 6 on their first possession on the first play, and then the play down there where they got caught in the back end zone in the backfield. You know, that's 9 points. You know, you take those off the board, you know, your 1-possession game here for Providence. Again, they need to do like they did on their second drive and just control the ball, run, and they brought Elba to 3rd down 2 or 3 times. Now they've gotten the 1st down, and one time they even had a turnover from the fumble. So the defense has done their job. The offense has got to help and keep this game close for Providence.
yeah, there's no doubt about that, because they're going to, I mean, Elba's going to score, obviously. They got the power. So the Eagles going to have to keep up with them a little bit, and then hopefully have a stop. Well, they had the fumble, just wasn't able to capitalize on it. Kaiser Sim, the lone running back in the backfield, and he does get the handoff. He's going to the left side. He's going to pick up about a yard or so before he's brought down.
I think you also would need to use Chapel Stickler down here. You haven't heard his name called much. He's a vital part of this offense. The ball needs to be in his hands to make plays for this offense. They've done a pretty good job so far.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, if they just keep running the ball, that Tiger defense is just going to inch up. You got to keep them honest. So I think Stickler, you're exactly right. They need to get him involved. Going to bring pressure up here. Kaiser's going to be dropped for a loss. That's going to be behind the sticks so it's going to be 3rd and a 10.5.
Yeah, you get the replay here. You'll see where Kaiser tries to cut back, but again, so far, Mr. First Quarter, Caden Bridges, number 10, has been all over the field, offense and defense.
On the ball snap, it's going to be given to number 11. So he's going to be stopped at the original line of scrimmage. That was Grant Baker. So it's going to be 4th down. It's going to be excessive.
Yeah, that'll be a penalty for cannot pick a player up and slam them to the ground. And it's going to be a personal foul penalty here on Elba. Kind of losing their cool there.
I mean, that would have brought 4th down. So coaches cannot be happy with that play right there. When you're leading, everything's going good, you stopped them at the line of scrimmage, and then the extracurricular throwing them on the ground is just senseless.
Yeah, Coach, I imagine, will pull him over on the sideline over there and talk to him. You're seeing the referees talking to him right there about the call. I would expect to be a personal foul on Elba.
Jackie Battles signaling it is a personal foul against Elba. So that's going to give Providence a 1st down, a much needed 1st down. It's going to push the ball inside the Tiger territory at the Tiger 41-yard line.
And number 12, the quarterback, actually the one that picked him up and slammed him to the ground. Providence is fortunate there because most likely it would have been 4th down, but now it's 1st and 10 from Elba's 42.
Be great if the Eagles could take advantage of this right here. Handoff up the middle to number 11, Grant Baker. Got a nice little run there. Good blocking up front. It's going to pick up about 5-yard line. 5 yards. It's going to be, 4 yards. 2nd and 6.
And Jamal Seiler, number 64, 291 pounds, that young gentleman. I imagine he'll be playing somewhere on Saturdays next year. He's a senior this year. Those two guys in the middle of the field there. Wow, number 64 and 62.
That's a lot to run around.
Sure is.
Like Elba's showing pressure, and they do bring pressure up the middle again. Handoff's number 11. He was able to skirt around on the left side, pick up about 4 yards, so it's going to be 3rd and 4. Great eyes right there. The pressure was brought on the left side. They're bringing that little stunt in there.
Mm-hmm. Catching them off guard there, Emmanuel Cooks with the tackle. But they're trying to confide and doing a lot of misdirection, which Providence has always done. So you got 18 seconds here. Looks like this may be the final play. I'm not wondering if you're Providence why you're not getting another play off before here. But it looks like that's going to be it. So it's 23-7 right now with Elba going over Providence. Having a break. Get a break and come back and see us.
A right, quarter one is in the books. We're just at the first snap of the second quarter, where the Eagles have it at their own 33-yard line with about 3 yards to go for first down. Nicer run. Quarter where the spot is going to be if he's going to make that. I mean, showing right on the line for a first down. They may have to measure, but we'll wait and see. Nope, he's signaling fourth down, Mark. So I'm sure Eagles going to have to go for it here. Don't you think?
Absolutely, absolutely. You got to go for it here. Again, I hope they kind of get under the center. They look like they may. Nope, they gave it to him.
Okay, well, he's did the fist up like fourth down, but that's good. So that's right at the 30-yard line. So another first down for the Providence Eagles. So after that costly penalty that the Tigers did, that personal foul, has kept the Eagles alive, and they're going to hopefully take advantage of it right here, Mark.
Yeah, that's a good job by Providence getting that first down. Like we got an offside penalty right here on number 64, Mr. Jamal Siller.
Yeah, it looked like Craig Pittman, the quarterback, had a hard count there, and he bit all over it, didn't he?
He sure did. You know, in college and NFL, if you go across on defense and you get back before he snap it, it's not offsides. But in high school football, if you jump across, it's an automatic penalty, and it's a dead ball.
So it's going to bring up 1st and 5 from the 26-yard line for the Eagles. Man in motion coming back this way. Got to pull a guard there. It's going to try to block, but man come from the opposite side and pulled him down. And who was that, Mark?
Caden Atkins. So far, he has been everywhere. Number 10 has had a phenomenal day at that outside linebacker position. He's just running down line and catching him. Great job by Caden.
Yeah, number 11, Grant Baker, trying, and they pulled the guard, and it looked like he just shot the gap right where the guard was and was able to get there before he even got to the line of scrimmage.
He's only a junior, Caden is, so he'll be back next year. So good defensive player, all-around player. He has been on offense as well.
So that's going to give him 2nd and 5. A couple wideouts on the far side. They're going to try that same play, pull the guard. He's brought down again, maybe after a yard gain.
Yeah, that's a nice job there by Elba keeping them in. Again, I think you're in 4-down territory. It's 3rd and 4, so you don't have to get it all right here. And we got the coach booth beside us, and Providence is not happy about something. So
the Eagles looking to the sideline for coach to give them some direction. Again, this is a big drive here. We are just starting the second quarter, 9:53 left to the half. If you just joined us, the Tigers 23, Providence Eagles 7. Like to let run down, and we got a timeout.
A timeout for Providence. Don't quite understand that.
Looked like there was maybe some communication, or they didn't know exactly which play to call, and the play clock was getting down, so had to burn that timeout.
And there was a missed block on the offensive line there for Providence, but he got 2 or 3 yards out of the play. So I'm thinking that, coming down to 3rd and 4, you should be able to handle it and get your first down. But again, I'll come back again. We have not called Chapel Stickler's name out yet, and that is a key cog on this offense. They need him. I think if they're going to have a chance to beat Elba, and for some reason right now, he's just not in the play scheme, because I would expect probably 2 more runs here so far of what we go on, what's Providence done.
Yeah, I would think that the Eagles may try to catch him off guard and go with the pass here, because, you're looking at run, they're thinking the same thing you are. Okay, we're going to have 2 runs, and maybe we can catch somebody napping a little bit.
And you'll see Chapel, he's up on the top hash up there near the top of your screen. Number 5's on him, and he's off of him 8 or 10 yards. So Chapel does a phenomenal job in open space with the ball in his hands. I would expect Providence to sooner or later try to make something happen there.
Got a man in motor, trip right, and it's going to be a run. It's going to be number 11. He finds a little room. So it's Grant Baker. He's going to pick up the first down inside the Eagle Eye red zone, about the 16-yard line.
Yeah, Cade Harrison on a nice tackle. Student body left. Everybody on the line went left, and outmanned them at the Eagle Eye red zone. Nice job. You'll see the clear to close replay. Gets in there, nice hold. Number 20 wraps him up, brings him down. There's number 10 again. He was waiting for him too. Caden's everywhere.
And I'm right. I don't think we've had but one pass play, and that was the one that was intercepted. Maybe they got him a little gun shy, Mark. Oh, look at there. You had a man open, and nice block. The ball was a little low, but he should have been called. That's number 3, Elba Anderson. And, man, they had it set up perfectly. Had a blocker in front. If he didn't get a touchdown, he was going to get close.
Yeah, that's Chappell right there. They tried to get the ball in his hand. The ball was a little underthrown, so he was trying to run. I think, you know, if you ask him, he probably needs to focus on the ball there first, but he was trying to run before he had the ball because he had a lot of green grass ahead of him. But that was a nice play call. A nice defended if you're Elba too, because they come up and broke through the plate there. It would have got some yards though if you're Providence.
Got trips on the far side. That same play, but he's going to keep the ball. He's going to cut back in the middle. He's going to get down to about the 5-yard line. That's number 2, Craig Pittman. He faked it on the end around, kind of through the line there, and then good blocking. He's able to cut back up in the middle.
Yeah, safety number 4, Cody Gray, with a touchdown saving tackle. You'll see the replay here. He just pretty much a QB keeper and cuts back in right there. Cody with a nice tackle. Brings up 1st and goal inside the Eagle Eye red zone.
Oh, had a lineman that jumped, so he's going to come back 5 yards. So it's number 62, Emmanuel Cooks, that got a little antsy there, Mark.
Yeah, it looked like they were trying to do a hard count, which you're only going to get a yard from the 4-yard line, so I'm not quite sure why you're doing a hard count. You only get 1 yard out of it, but number 62 was ready to go, that's for sure. He was ready to, Mr. Parker Jernigan.
Got a long wide receiver out there. Got a blocker in front. That's number 11, Grant Barker. He's going to score. So Grant Baker, with a great blocking out front, they pulled another blocker and sent him with him or in front of Grant, and he was able to push it to the end zone.
Yeah, they rolled Chappell Stickler down to more like an H-back position behind the left tackle, and I think it caught Elba off guard. They had an extra blocker out there, and they got in for the touchdown. Nice run and score for Providence.
So we'll get the call by PAT, and that was all made by help of the Elba Tigers with that personal foul, because it would have been 4th down and 11, and they would have punted. Leighton Hagler is going to be bobbled, so at the place kicker, so he's going to be brought down.
We do have a flag, though, so we may have a face mask on Elba. See the replay here. You see you got 51 leading him, and then you're going to see Stickler, number 20 and 21, the Banner Boys out in front. The way they're staying on the field looks like it's going to possibly be against Providence because they're coming off the field.
Personal foul, face mask, and I guess it's going to be taken off on the kickoff.
I'm not sure, but there wasn't it wasn't a touchdown.
No, it was not.
He signaled touchdown and then delay. That was not.
The goal.
He tackled the kicker while he had the ball. It should be a penalty on Elba, and it should be redo the down. Would be my guess. Oh, okay. So we're saying after the play. After the play.
Okay. So the field goal was not good. I know he lifted his arms up, but that's going to make the score 23-13 at 8:25 left into the half. So a great drive after the penalty for the Eagles, just to pound that ball in there. That's what they needed.
Yeah, they did a good job. They threw only 2 passes the whole game and moved the ball well against Elba tonight. So that's an encouraging sign if you're Providence. You just got to make sure you be a little more sound on defense and try to keep them being Elba off the scoreboard and keep them plays limited over there as much as possible. And you know, you can hold them here with 8:25 to go and get another touchdown. Because they're going to get the ball. Providence will get the ball starting the second half.
So that penalty being off the kickoff, the Eagles will be kicking off from Elba territory at the Elba 45-yard line. Alvin Henderson going all the way back to the 5-yard line. Let's see if they try that pitch back again.
I hope not, because I hope Providence doesn't kick it to him. I don't know. He may be able to kick it from the 45 in the end zone. Because as soon as it gets in the end zone, you cannot return the ball back in high school.
No, it's going to be another squib kick. It's going to be a nice bounce. There's a chance for to get the ball, but the Tigers do recover the ball, and that's another good little squib kick. That thing took a high bounce and ended up at the 18-yard line where Elba take over on offense.
And Davis Bolton, the kickers, had some really nice kickoffs tonight. You know, normally you see on kickoffs long, deep kicks. And he's done a really good job with little squib kicks, and a couple of onside kicks had that little extra kick and a little extra bounce in it. They gave Providence a chance to get it. They just hadn't been able to get it tonight so far.
You did a great job of splitting the Elba players there right in between them. It got into the third tier back there, and then it took a big hop, and I thought they might have been able to get there, but wasn't quite. But sure hands by the Tigers, so we'll see what they do on the offense. There's a direct snap again, and it cuts back the opposite direction, and man, he can cut the ball. So he stiffs arm number 5. He gets all the way down to about the 47-yard line. Again, that play was designed to go right, and he saw the opening to the left, and he was gone just like that.
Yeah, that vision, you can't teach that. He just has that in him, and he cut back to the left, and with his speed, great job you see in the replay. Outrun the 4 guys here. Number 5 tries to make up the tackle. He doesn't get near him, and number 23 ends up kind of stopping him and making the play. So Ryland Banner would end up stopping an easy touchdown there for him, but brings up 1st and 10 from about their own 47-yard line.
There's a direct snap up the middle. Going to get another first down. That's going to be another 14-yard run. Again, following his blockers, both blockers right straight up the middle, and then, you know, he just picks the hole wherever the hole is, if there is one, and then, you know, he's hard to bring down as well. Not only quick and fast can cut, but, you know, you ain't going to arm tackle him.
And the most impressive thing is how smooth he is. He doesn't look like he's trying to overrun. He just glides when he runs and shifts really well. And as we just said a minute ago, the vision is really good. So he has all the tools for a good running back. And nice tackle there by Sawyer Beneview.
QB Braden Johnson's going to get it, going to fake it to Alvin, going to get it to our all-purpose man, number 2, Caden Atkins. And he's going to bully his way down to, I don't know, about the 31-yard line, almost a 32-yard line. So 2nd and 2.
A nice back up there. You got the little shifty back, and now he's almost 200 pounds, Alvin is. But you bring in the number 10, Caden. He's a big boy, and he's kind of more of a power back. As you've seen tonight already, he's got hands. He's a good-sized boy. He's 232. So
there's Caden again. He's going to get the ball. He's going to break a tackle, get down to inside the Eagle Eye red zone. Maybe I seen a flag go up.
Yeah, maybe.
Like he was getting pushed out of bounds. I don't know exactly. Look, maybe holding.
Normally from out right there, it's either a late hit or the defense was holding, but Elba looks like they're backing up.
Our head man, Jackie Battle's getting some instruction, not instruction, but what happened and what they're going to call. Again, that was a nice play, nice run. He broke a tackle there, so, you know, number 10, Caden, is not easy to bring down as well. They have got some players.
Looks like we got a dead ball personal foul on Elba after they got the first down, so it'll be 1st and 10. Looks like from about the 38-yard line is what you're looking at. And again, it's hard for me to believe that this is a 1A, the lowest classification. We've already seen some 4A, 5A schools that are not as big as this 1A team.
You're right, but they got to stay healthy. I mean, look on the sideline. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Less than 20 players that come in. So that's why you see every player, starting player over there, plays both ways.
And I imagine they probably got to be careful during the week, during practice, because you don't want to hit, because all these kids are taking shots and giving shots every Friday. So
ball's given number 2 again, Alvin Henderson. He's going to get down to about the 30-yard line of the Eagles, so going to get a bunch of that penalty back. In fact, just get all of it back. So it's going to make it 2nd and 4.
A nice tackle by Grant Baker and Mason Colley. I think anytime you keep him to 5 or 6 yards on a carry, you've done a pretty good job. He's a tough young man to bring down.
Tell you what, I'm impressed with the other players they have. I mean, you know, everything you read or you're seeing is about him. But you know, like just case in point, number 10, Caden Atkins, another good run. I think he's just gotten the chance to make the touchdowns. But they still have several weapons. You know, number 12, Braden Johnson, number 10, Caden Atkins. I mean, they're all in there. And then you got, you know, those are big bruisers. And then you got Mr. Henderson, who can fly.
So he's pretty much playing quarterback right now, is what he's doing, going into the Wildcat position.
And he's actually going to throw it. He got a man wide open, number 12, and he's going to reach out. Number 15. So that is Brady Johnson, wide receiver there. So they threw a little wrinkle in it there. So instead of him running, he just rolled out and threw a nice ball.
He sure did. Yeah, there's an outside chance tonight that he's going to have a rushing touchdown. He's going to have a kickoff return for a touchdown, and now he has a passing touchdown. So one thing left is the receiving. Definitely a 5-tool player. That was a nice play call. Again, because if you're Providence, you can't really blame them, because they've really got to stack the box to stop the run between him and Caden Atkins. They've been getting 5 or 6 yards at a time and popped out the end with the call by PAT, Mr. Weiscott, with the extra point. So you're going to see here on the replay, on the clear to close, that it's just a phenomenal job by Alvin. Steps back and hits him in stride.
Yeah, I mean, you can't. I don't know if you can defend for that or coach for that during practice the week. That's the one of them wrinkles that I'm sure they just throw it in there every once in a while, because they don't have to. You know, they don't have to. They didn't have to do that then, right? But still, though, it was a great job on catching the Eagles off guard on that play.
You know, I never looked to see on passing attempts for Alvin, but I bet it's probably less than 5. So caught the defense off guard. That you just got to, you know, tip your hat to the offensive coaches of Elba who make that call, because if everybody's lining up, which most teams will, and try to stop that run, you've got to throw over the top of it to try to make your offense happen, maybe ease up that defense a little bit. And nice play call if you're Elba and you're up 30-13 here now. You know, you're getting in this territory with 5:23 to go here in the second quarter. Providence really needs a nice long drive here, because again, let's remind you, everybody, they get the ball to start off the second half. So if they can go down the field here, score a touchdown, less than a minute or so, keep them off the board, come back and get the ball in the second half, you got a 3-point ball game. So I mean, you're sitting there, you're really still into it. I know it doesn't look good on the screen now, 30-13, but you can't fall apart right now if you're Providence. The players are there, and you've done well on offense. They just need to settle down and get a good long drive. I have been thoroughly entertained tonight by the Providence coaches beside us.
They are fired up now.
they make me.
They are fired up, man. We got a wall between us.
Yes. They are passionate, and I love it.
All right, the Elba Tigers ready to kick off. Providence looking to return it. They're standing on their own 20-yard line. That's Chapel Stickler, I know, is over there on the right side. Look, they're going to kick it over their head. So it's probably going to go into the goal. Nope, better pick it up and run then. So the ball just died at about the 2-yard line, and they're going to get stopped at about the 4-yard line. They kicked it over their head and thought it was going to tumble on into the goal, but it didn't. It stopped at about 2-yard line. So the best thing what he did is pick it up and get what you can. If not, you're going to be at the 1-yard line.
Yeah, nice tackle by Jacob Watkins, but even better kick by the kicker there, Alec Weiscott, number 3. Phenomenal kick, and got his pitching wedge out and spun it back here on about the 2 or 3 yard line and kept it from going in the end zone. Because in high school football, if the ball goes in the end zone, it's an automatic touchback. So great job of keeping the ball in the field of play. Brings up a long 98-yard field. They got to go 95 yards on the 5-yard line with 5:17 to go here in the second quarter.
Yeah, they need to be careful here and not get another safety. They are standing on the goal line. Quarterback and running back. Got 2 men in motion coming to the near side. Look like Elba's going to sneak it up in the box. They're going to put pressure and try to get another safety. Number 33, that's Kaiser Sims trying to get some yardage. I don't know if he might get back to the original line of scrimmage or may have lost one. Nope, like original line of scrimmage. It's going to be 2nd and 10.
Nice tackle by Jacob Watkins, number 6 right there with the tackle. Showing everybody on the screen his number.
Got number 3, Elb Anderson, way out there on the far side. Maybe trying to take a defender out there with him. The Tigers creeping up on that box. Finding some room is Mr. Kaiser Sims, number 33, and he's going to get on down to about the 14, almost a 13-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd and a short 2, maybe 1.5. There's
Cody Gray there with the tackle. I would expect here if Providence didn't get the first down that you'd see a timeout from Elba. Be under 4 minutes to go on the clock.
Yeah, the Eagles in a bunch formation. 8 on the play clock. There's a handoff up the middle. He is met at the line of scrimmage. He's not going to get it. That's number 33, Kaiser Sims. And he was met, in fact, behind the line of scrimmage. That was a slow developing play. I mean, he just really had nowhere to go, Mark.
Yeah, for some reason they ran to the right. All their success has been to the left on the other side, but coaches must have saw something. Not sure exactly what's going on here. I guess they're telling the players ran off, thought they may be going for it, but
so
brings up 4th and 3. You may see Providence try to draw them off here because I cannot imagine them punting the ball back.
The clock at 3:04 and counting.
Yeah, you're going to see, I can't imagine them kicking it. You know, I made the comment earlier that he's thrown one, a kickoff return, and then he'll most likely have a rush one for the night's over with. I forgot about punt return.
That's true, yep.
So there's a chance he could have 5 different touchdowns, 5 different ways tonight, and that's.
What do you call that?
5-tool player. A 5-tool player. That's what you
really,
call that.
Call that really good, don't you?
Yeah. Call him. He'd be my first pick if we were picking in flag football. I can tell you that. It'd be my first pick.
So you got. I think I'll take Mr. Henderson.
Yeah, I think I'd take him over my firstborn just so I could have a chance. He's a good-looking kid, and you know I talked to some folks from Elba, and they said he's just as good as a kid as he is on the field. Just a good guy, and he's got a good head about him, and hopefully he'll make the right decision. I know everybody down here wants him to go to Alabama or Auburn. I hope for his sake he goes to the school that he'll be successful and get the most out of it, because he has the tools and does a good job. So looks like they're going for it here.
The Eagles lined up to go for it. So with 3 minutes 1 second left until halftime, I guess they felt just as good about going for it as kicking it to Mr. Henderson. That's a fake, and he is not going to get it. In fact, he's going to lose yards. So it's going to be at about the 10-yard line. So with that tackle, the the Elba Tigers will be starting in the Eagle Eye red zone with 2 minutes and 56 seconds left.
Jacob Watkins there with the tackle, number 6. But, you know, if you're Providence, you kick it to number 2. I mean, you're going to get the ball most likely from the 30 to the 20-yard line anyway, maybe even a touchdown. So, right back, they even start their drive off in the Eagle Eye red zone.
Tigers spreading it out a little bit. Got 2 receivers on the far side. Gonna be that direct snap. He's gonna follow his blockers. Big one. He's a hole. He's gonna get in there for a touchdown. Elba Tigers was hardly touched again. Man, they have run that play and run that play and run that play. In the film that I watched, they run that play and they run that play. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, and again, that's his 3rd touchdown, a 3rd different way. And you kind of hard to get onto. The Providence coach not kicking it to him because. And the best thing about the whole situation is I know they scored a touchdown, but there's still 2:49 left on the clock. If you get the ball back on a good return, and Ryland Banner's had a really good return back to midfield, you give your chance a shot at maybe get some points on the board. And again, you get the ball back in the second half, starting the 3rd quarter.
Yep, the call, Bob, PAT is good. But Mr. Weiskup. Nope.
You can see Alvin go right up the middle behind Jacob, number 6, and nice run. Nice offense there by Elba. You know, you're so good, you're sitting over there on the side when you got 3 cheerleaders hanging out with you. So.
Yeah, 2:49 left until halftime, and they just stacking on the points there, 36-13. Yeah, and I agree with you with 2:49. Man, it'd be nice to get some points on the board going to the locker room.
And I think that might have been, speaking of Providence, a little starstruck with Alvin Henderson because he brings a lot of publicity wherever he goes, and he deserves everything he gets by no means. But sometimes you can play yourself out, have yourself ready for the ball game, and I think that's what happened with them because at certain times it seems like Providence defense has just kind of collapsed and wasn't as focused as we were here 2 or 3 weeks ago against Ashford. And Ashford has phenomenal athletes, and Providence held them to nearly scoreless.
Yep.
And they did a great job of stopping them. But for some reason tonight, they just can't seem to control this Elba offense who scored, well, take 7 away for the pick 6. And you're looking at about, 3 touchdowns that they've allowed here in the first half, and that didn't happen much here at Providence.
Chapel Stickler, the deep man at the 10-yard line. See, it looks like he's going to get it, have a good chance for a run back. They're setting up the block, setting up the wall. Kind of slowed down. It's got a little crease. It's going to outrun number 10. Number 5 going to come back in the middle, and he's still got room. He's at the 40. The kicker's the only one to beat, except for number 21, going to push him down at the 15-yard line, and you said it. You said it, and man, what a great run by number 20, Chapel Stickler. Coming up a little limpy. I think he just maybe got the breath knocked down him a little bit more.
I think the ball was underneath him when he came to the ground. But you're going to see a nice instant replay, clear to close, real to group. Kind of gets behind his defenders a little bit and then pops out and goes to your left. He gets kind of balled up right here, and then next thing you know, he kicks out and beats everybody to the sidelines. Chapel showing some good speed there. Makes the kicker miss right there, and then it comes a foot race. If it wasn't for number 21 right there, I think that probably Chapel scored. Now though, we got to be careful in your Providence. You can't score too fast.
That's true.
You don't want to give the ball back to Alvin with a minute and a half to go. And also with Caden. I mean, number 10 and Caden Atkins and Alvin Henderson have had a heck of a first half. And, don't give them too much time on the clock, but that's exactly what Providence needed.
Yeah, you need a long, sustained drive from the Eagle Eye red zone is what you need. So that's from the 16-yard line. Yeah. So you need to use as much clock as you can and don't have them an opportunity to get the ball back on the O. So, man, what a nice run by Chapel. Good job, buddy.
And that's kind of what's been missing, I think, in this first half. If I'm Providence, I'm trying to get the ball in Chapel's hand. He is a playmaker. and he can throw it, he can catch it, he can run it. And you just saw the kick return right there. He just has that, you know, some kids have that playmaking ability. Put the ball in their hands and make things happen. And Chappell did a phenomenal job on that kickoff. Looked like he got balled up, and he sprung out to the left, and he's pretty much an arm tackle away of getting tripped up on the 16-yard line. It would have been a touchdown.
So quarterback Craig Pittman brings them out with 2:34 left before the half, needing a score bad. A little fake the other round, going quick out. Giving the man try to make a play and gain some yards and gets about 3 yards. Hey, it's a little different. I like it. That pass is number 12, John Martin Bird.
Yeah, Cody Gray there with the tackle. That's normally Chappell's position on the slot, but I guess he's probably still a little winded, so he's out. But I like that. You know, kind of spread the ball a little bit and make that defense run.
Yeah, the Elba Tigers on defense have been shooting the gap. They've been stunting right, stunting left. So they'll bring that middle linebacker up and try to catch the Eagles in the backfield. They're bringing pressure out, number 10, and he gets in there. Nobody touched him, so that's just free play, but that's just coming up.
I think if opposing coaches in the future look at game film, you need to circle number 10. Caden Atkins right here on this replay. He just comes in and makes the play. Truth be told, I'm not sure if Craig Pittman has the option there of holding it or letting him have it, because if he had the option, he probably should have kept that, because Caden made a nice read.
Like Chappell Sticklers in the backfield now. Maybe he caught his breath. Then like a wishbone, old style wishbone. Snap misdirection. They're going to throw it to Chappell Stickler. He didn't have a whole lot of room to work, and he kind of turned him around on the throw. Wasn't a good throw to, get him in stride.
Ty Seaving with the coach's son with the tackle, and Cody Gray was then on it. Imagine if you're Providence here, you're going to let this run down and call a timeout. If you're Providence, they have one timeout left. You don't want to leave Elba too much time on the clock if you go for it. It looks like they are going for it. It's a long 4 and 8, though.
Yeah, they would be able to get a first down at about the 6-yard line. It's a fake, and there's a throw in the middle, and it's going to be intercepted by number 4. He's going to be tackled, though, right at about the 16, 17-yard line. So I don't know where exactly he was throwing that. Like he threw it straight to him.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. The one thing I do like about it, though, he did throw the ball to a distance that you would get the first down. Too many times I see where they'll throw 4th and 8, and they'll throw a 3-yard out and nowhere near the first down. The pass was long enough to get the first down. I just think he was off a little bit on where he was going with the ball. And
there might have been some miscommunication. The receiver went one way, and he thought they were supposed to go the other way, because I'm sure that's a timed route.
Yeah, the job there, you'll see them kind of fake it to the tailback, and that's to kind of bring the linebackers and safeties down into the box and try to throw over the top of them. Give credit to Elba's defense. They were back there. And 18 seconds is enough time for Mr. Henderson to get to the house, though.
They're going to throw it, and then they're going to toss it back to Henderson. That would be a live ball, though. So that was kind of like a liberty play kind of deal. So they threw it to the receiver on the outside, and it was going to try to catch Mr. Henderson coming behind and just going to toss it back to him.
Yeah, they better be glad he dropped that, because there was nobody on the sidelines to stop him. That was an awesome play call. Not sure exactly what's going on here, because the one who fumbled it also recovered it.
That's right. That would have been a fumble.
Unless he's telling him that he didn't have the ball long enough for reception, possibly.
Yeah, because he kind of just caught it and tossed it. He didn't go through the whole receiving process, which you got to do now.
Which I think they're going to give him a first down, looks like.
It is going to be a first down, so they're going to call that a catch in the fumble recovery. So the Tigers are still alive at the 27-yard line. They got 5 seconds for.
Not sure what's going on. He told them to start the clock, which they should have. Elba wasn't paying attention.
I think they're going to put some more time on the clock there, Mark. Just a clarification. I seen head.
But you still, even if you put the time, when he should start the clock because he fell on the ball for a first down in the field of play. He didn't go out of bounds, so the clock should start. When the head umpire signals that. I think you're right. They're looking back at trying to figure out how to put the score on there.
Providence coach is kind of like, hey, what's going on?
Thought they put 13 seconds back on the clock, yeah.
All right, score 36-13. Fixed to be over with the half, but we do have 13 seconds, and with this offense, you never know. Big shift here, going to overload on the right side. Ball was mishandled. He's looking up, he's going to throw it, and he got number 6 wide open. There was nobody there. Got a blocker in the way, number 5, so they're going to score with 13 seconds. Elba Tigers, and I don't know how they let them get behind them like that. You just can't do that with 13 seconds left. That's the last thing you want somebody to get behind you, and there was nobody back there, Mark.
Yeah, they sure wasn't. I mean, not sure what they were even thinking because they got to go 70-something yards. And looks like they just got out-coached there. After the call by PAT, Mr. Weisskopf, number 3, he's going to probably need some pickle juice and massage. His legs been in overdrive. It's 42 points at halftime for Elba.
Call by PAT is up, and it is good. So, and that will end to the half, Mark. Wow. You know, Elba Tigers are for real. And they can put some points on the board, and as we just saw, they can put some points on the board in a hurry. So, you know, you either got to do defense or you got to stay up with them. And to be honest with you, Eagles ain't doing either one.
And the score says they're down by 30, but it really hasn't been that bad of a ball game if you're Providence. They just made some really bad turnovers, and on that last play at the game of the first half there, that's just a complete letdown on the defense. So you take away the pick six, and then you take away the kickoff return, and then the messed up play at the half, that's 21 points. The score's, you know, next thing you know, it's 22-13 going to half. So I know if you're discouraged if you're a Providence fan, and Elba is what you, like you said, they're legit. They look good for 118. They look good. So, yeah, everybody going to take a break here at halftime, get you something to drink, come back in the second half. We're here watching Elba, who's up 43 to Providence. 13.
Eagles coming back. I can feel it. Eagle Stadium, Philip Gilly along with Mark Kinney. Mark, tell me about that first half. What you thinking, buddy?
Definitely all Elba, without a doubt. Providence had a chance there to score near the end of the first half, had a crucial interception, and with 16 seconds, you thought probably Elba would have maybe just kind of run out the clock. No, they threw a ball and made a nice reception and caught the Providence defense off guard and scoring a touchdown, making it 43-13. Providence does get the ball here to start the second half, but they've got a long road to hold of them because they've been hard to stop. You have the dynamic duo in the backfield of Elba. Number 10, Caden Atkins, called his name on both sides of the ball. And then, of course, everybody's known for Mr. Everything there at Elba, Alvin Henderson, and everything we heard about it or read about on him, I think he deserves that praise. He's a phenomenal football player.
He absolutely is, Mark. I mean, you know, he's done it what, like say, scored 5 different ways already. So, I mean, that says a lot about him. And I agree with you on the Eagles. Now, they're going to have to score some points, obviously, you know, but they're going to have to try to contain. And that last touchdown was just a heartbreaker because nobody was back. Should have never let him get back there. And then they recovered a fumble at the 1 yard line, got a safety, didn't capitalize on that. So, you know, a lot of mistakes, and it was resulted in some big plays as well. So this second half, they're definitely going to have to settle down. But, you know, there's going to be a sense of urgency. If they can't get a couple more scores here early, then they're really going to have a sense of urgency because the Tigers are going to score.
Yeah, they are. They do a phenomenal job. You're right. Yeah,
they're going to score. And, you know, for a 1A team, it's really impressive for them. So, but we're going to get ready to kick off here, Mr. Wisecup. Going to kick it off right straight down the middle. Going to be a short kick picked up by Providence, and they're going to move it on down to about 42-yard line to start the second half. We are thankful that you are here. Appreciate you spending the Friday night with us. We appreciate you so much.
And it looks like just a quick update for those wanting to know about Dothan High. They are tied 14-14 against Baker down in Mobile. He's starting about mid-third quarter right now.
As I said, Providence will take over offense on the 41-yard line, and I'm sure Coach had lots of things to talk about in the locker room for the Eagles. Hopefully they can get some stuff straightened out and they can get remotivated, reorganized, and see if they can't generate some well-needed offense. First handoff is number 33. That's Kaiser Sims to the right side. He's going to pick up about 2 yards, so it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, nice tackle by number 6, Mr. Jacob Watkins. If you were fortunate enough to be here at the game, you would know that Jacob also plays in the band and does a phenomenal job, along with number 64, Jamal Seiler. Jamal actually had a solo, and to only be a 1A school, their band was quite impressive.
It really was. Did a great job. And again, not only can you play offense, defense, you can also play the trumpet. So fake number 33, a quick out. So it's number 20, Chapel Stickler, trying to get him. Hey, I like that. I like that, and look what you got. You know, you got almost first down. You ain't got but about a yard. So, again, a quick throw, a fake, and a toss out to him to let him use his talent, you know, try to get a first down, third, and less than a yard.
You're going to see it here. That's an RPO, a read by the quarterback. Get out there. Nice block in there by number 3, Mr. Ib Anderson, and number 5 on the tackle. And I should go without saying tonight, something happened for the first time at Providence, and that was their band actually played at halftime. They did a great job too, and the crowd gave them a standing ovation. It's good to see that. I've always wondered why they didn't get on the field, but they look good tonight, and hopefully that'll start a tradition from here on out that they'll be out there and do a great job. Looks like we got a timeout for Providence, but you know, one thing Providence has been able to do is move the ball. That hasn't been a problem from them. Either normally running the ball, they've had a few passes. Really 2 crucial mistakes they've made and turnovers on throwing it, but whenever they've run the ball, they've had a pretty good chance and been pretty much penalty free. It's just they just got to make the play here going in the third quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Craig Pittman, you know, smart. He just made a couple crucial. Well, the one was tipped at the line. We really didn't see that until we saw the great replay by the cameraman there where it was tipped. So kind of give him a pass on that one. Now the one down here where they needed to score in the end zone. Don't know what that was. They had to have been some kind of miscommunication with the receiver, and the route was one way and he thought it was going to be another way. That's the only thing I think, because it threw it right to his arms almost. But that would have been a nice score right there. I think that would have changed the tempo a little bit of this game.
Yeah, and what you're looking at there, you're looking at 55, 62, 64 guys. Again, this is a 1A school. This is the smallest classification, and they have linemen the size of kids at 7A schools. And, you know, you're looking at 292, 276, 246, 276 on the line. It's impressive, and it's going to be pretty close to a first down. I'm not sure if they got it.
Yep.
No, they did. They got the first down. So that's a nice way to start off this third quarter. Get the chains moving if you're Providence.
Yeah, you moved into Tiger territory as well. So let's go by. It's going to be on the 47-yard line of Elba, or if you're from Elba, Elby. Got to overload to the right side for the Eagles. Pittman's going to roll that way. He's going to throw. Had pressure from number 6, who was also in the band, and scored that last touchdown, as a matter of fact. So he got in the backfield quickly and disrupted that. So, you know, Craig really didn't have anywhere to go. Couldn't see for anywhere to go.
Thought there they may be talking about possibly a intentional grounding. There was nobody out there for Providence, and I'm not quite sure if he got outside the pocket, but Providence might have been fortunate on that. Brings up a 2nd and 10.
Yeah, I like the call, but they're going to have to stop that pressure coming in inside, and the Elba Tigers continue to stunt and shoot the gaps. There it comes again. Craig's going to get as much as he can. Craig got, you know, picked up a couple's getting to get down to about the 45-yard line.
That's a nice read there.
It's kind of like a
you'll see the replay right here. You'll see the number 3 coming in right there. Did a great job of not getting the crackback penalty, because that would have been a 15-yarder. And they really are starting to call that more in high school this year for concussion reasons. And number 3 did a great job of just kind of getting in the way. Brings up a long 3rd and 7 for Providence.
Wow, he is met hard. That was number 33, Kaiser Sims, handed the ball, tried the right side, and he is met head on by Elba Tiger.
Number 10, Caden Atkins. We said his name so many times in the first half, offense and defense, and there did a great job of stuffing it. And looks like they're going to go for it here with about 4th down with maybe 5 or 6 yards to go.
Again, score 43-13. The Elba Tigers tacking on 43 in the first half. Chapel Stickler in motion. They're going to try to get it out to him. He sidesteps a man, almost breaks it, gets down to about the 40-yard line, but they're going to stop him about 3 yards short of first downs, where the Elba Tigers will take over on offense.
They're up 30 points here and starting here third quarter. And, you know, you really can't fault Providence for going for it, punting. It's not going to do any good. Try to keep your players on the field and try to make something happen if you're Providence. But now you got Mr. Henderson and the crew coming over here, and look at the student section here. Looks like they've got a USA theme for tonight's game, dressed out nicely and making some noise for their team, even though they're down 30. That's a good sign of a good student section.
Elba with that overload to the left. Gonna snap the quarterback. Gonna give number 10. He cuts back in the middle, and he is hard to bring down. Nice another cut. He's breaking 3, 4, 5 tackles. Finally brought down about the 44-yard line, but not before about a 15-yard gain.
And there's 4 or 5 guys there that had to jump on his back and bring him down. You're going to see here on the replay, he breaks so many tackles. Start off with one there. There's two there. Coming in, number 23, 4. Number 51 finally jumps on his back at 5, and 24 takes him down with him. But that's a team effort. And that's not even their star tailback. That's what's most impressive.
So that's number 2, Alvin Henderson, with a gain of about 4. And, it looked like any other player that was been there, I thought it would have been a gain of 2. But he is so fast, he picks up another 4 yards. And like you said, without even trying, he's just effortless.
And that number 10 comes in, and he just pounds you. And the next thing you know, you hand it off to Henderson, and he is so quick. He can take it to the house anytime.
Yeah, it's kind of like a changeup in the pitching there. And there he found the gap, and he cut back. He's going to break a tackle. He break another tackle. They tried to get him on the shoestring, but he's not. He's going to break another tackle and get all the way in for another touchdown. So that's a 40-yard touchdown run tacked on for Mr. Alvin Henderson. Just not only speed and things, hard to bring down. But, wow, that's 7:22 left in the third quarter, and that's going to put another TD on the Tigers.
No, he had 45 touchdowns last year. It'd be safe to say, because you said he had 12 or 15?
18.
Oh, my, 18. And he's already had 3 or 4 tonight. So he's in the 20s already, and they're not even halfway through the season yet. So he's got a chance to break his total from last year.
Yes, sir. The call, Bob. PAT is good. Again, Mr. Weiskup has been perfect on those. And watch this run here. The vision, stiff arm, break a tackle. 21 caught him up high, which you can't do. The 13. So, he's just got those swivel hips almost. So, you see those running backs that can just kind of, your body stays straight and your legs go out to the sides. And so it's so hard to tackle. I can't explain it, but you can see what I mean. And that just makes it, just so difficult to get that guy down.
And he's so shifty. And another thing, when he comes up and he's running, you don't know if he's going right or left. And he's so quick once he makes that move that it really puts the defense at a disadvantage. But he's done a phenomenal job tonight so far. And they're at 50 points already with 7:22 to go here in the third quarter. So I would imagine here for Tulane, you're going to see a running clock, where you're definitely probably going to see some second, third string coming out here for Elba, because you don't want any of your players to get hurt. And when you have a running clock in high school, both coaches have to agree to it. Some coaches refuse. They can also make different rules. Instead of playing 12-minute quarters, they can play an 8-minute quarter. Bobbled kick there. That Chapel Sickler, but he fell on it. And looks like they're going to get it at about the 23-yard line. But normally teams, when they get up 35 or 40 points, they'll end up, the referees will ask the coaches, do they want to go to a running clock? And some will, and some don't. So we'll see tonight if that's the decision they make.
All right, the Eagles coming out for some offense. And if I was coach, I'd mix it up. I mean, big time. Try some long balls. If you got any kind of trick play up your sleeve.
Got an update on the Dothan High game. It's 21-14 Dothan. And Baker's undefeated in Mobile. That would be a nice. No, it's not an area game for Dothan High, but that would be a big game. They have a couple players, including the quarterback that we saw last year, Josh Flowers. He's I think he's a Mississippi State commit, and then they have a wide receiver that's committed to Auburn. So they have a couple players as well, and like a good ball game down in Mobile.
Good deal. Got a timeout by the Eagles. The play clock was down to about 0, so coach called a timeout. So that's also disappointing, especially after you just kick the ball off. You need to have that play ready. Probably won't need that timeout, but you never know. You never know. So with the ball on the 22 the Eagles are going to regroup and see if they can generate a little offense here.
You know, it's been a long time, I imagine, since the teams come in here to Providence Field in Dothan and put a whooping on them. And they have. And that's probably been the most impressive thing to me, is they just line up and run at you. And they've done that against Providence all night. They've had that one little trick play where they threw the ball from the quarterback, from Alvin Henderson, from the running back. But all the others are pretty much normal football players, and they have done a great job.
See if the elbows. Yep, they continue to bring pressure well. So that ball was thrown a little bit too high. Number 10, again, disrupting the play, Caden Atkins. So they continue to shoot the gap and bring pressure, so not giving Craig Pittman time to throw. And also, you know, just being in the backfield, even though they don't hit him, they're disrupting him.
And you'll see here, and one thing you'll notice is the defense is really not backing off the players. They're really close. So Elba's really not scared about them throwing the ball over the top and beating them. So now they're coming down on the line of scrimmage and making it even harder on those short passes for Providence. And a nice run there by Mr. Seiler for a couple yards to bring up third down. Mr. Braden Johnson, the quarterback, with the tackle. I think if they stay healthy, because they do have a lot of kids that play both ways, they should go pretty deep in the playoffs. So as long as they stay healthy with that line and the quarterback and Caden Atkins and Alvin Henderson, if they can stay healthy, they'll be a favorite in 1A, I would think.
Ball handed up the middle. Didn't get a lot. Got right back to the line of scrimmage, so it's going to bring up 4th down and 8 for the Eagles, and they're deep into their own territory. So, I mean, they're at the 25-yard line. So I don't see them going for it here, even though they're way, way behind.
I don't know if they'll. No. Looks like they're not going to put Alvin back there, who has been back in punt formation as a returner.
Yeah, just like we talked about on the injury, you don't want to take a chance when you're up like this, getting that boy hurt on some kind of rollover on your ankle or, you know, whatever it may be, especially something that puts him out for the year. They still have players, and they still would do well, but you don't want to take a chance. I wouldn't. If I was a coach, I wouldn't take a chance on it. Ain't no way.
No, when you're up 27 points. 37 points. You're up 37 points. Hard to justify leaving one of your better players out there. But like you said, there's not that many on the sideline, so a lot of these guys have to play.
They came for the punts. Nice little punt. Going to get a little bit of a, there you go. There's a nice little Eagles roll there. So going to go down to right on the 45-yard line, the Tiger 45-yard line, where they'll take over on offense with 5:29 left in this third quarter. Tigers with a commanding lead, 50-13 over the Providence Eagles at home in Eagle Stadium. So, you know, again, watching film of the Elba Tigers during this week and stuff, and you've seen they put up big points and big plays. I don't know if Alvin, I think they stopped him maybe twice, one time 4 yards, one time maybe 5 yards, but other than that, I mean, every game that he's had has been big.
Yeah, he's averaging over 220 yards per game. So looks like maybe we've got some second string players out there, looks like. No, we still got the stars there.
Yeah, Alvin, he handed that ball off. It was direct snap to Alvin Henderson. He gave number 4, Cody Gray, who's going to pick up about 3 yards on the carry there. It's going to be 2nd and 7.
Yeah, Colson Love with a tackle. He's had a big night tonight, and that's normally not a good sign when your free safety is leading your team in tackles, and I think he is. He had 4 or 5 in the first 5 minutes, so he's probably close to double digits. tonight.
Big overload to the right side, and that's the way Alvin's going to go. He's going to catch pressure, shake another tackle, pick up another probably 15 yards down to Eagle territory at about the 36-yard line.
I think he fumbled there at the end. Sure did.
Sure did. How about that? That's going to be a big turnover right there for the Eagles. They definitely need to capitalize on this, at least get a little momentum.
It looked like one of the defenders came low on Alvin here. Somebody punched it out from behind. Yeah, right there, number 21 looks like. Yeah, I think 21 came from behind and punched it out. Nice job by Mr. Banner. Roman Banner there, one of the twins. Did a good job. You see his brother right there, number 23, that's his twin. And that was a nice job by Providence. So, that's one thing I do like here. They're scrappy. They're still fighting, even though they're down by 37 points. They're still going at it. That's a good sign of coaching on the sideline.
Good shifty run there by number 33. That's Kaiser Sims. Going to pick up about 4 yards. Some pretty nice blocking downfield, too. So,
like Elba's losing a lineman here.
yeah, the weather's been perfect. So our weather person, Jackie Kennedy dialing up some nice weather for us. But, it's still a little humid out there. And again, when you're going both ways, it gets to be losing fluid. So, but I don't know if that's going to be a cramp or it looks like it to me, kind of.
Well, look at the lower part of his leg. It may be an ankle. He might have got rolled up on. But yeah, Jackie said this was like a perfect caramel latte pumpkin from Starbucks.
That's big.
It's getting there, yeah.
That's big.
It's getting there. Hopefully he's okay. Maybe somebody just rolled the ankle.
So this is not a regional game. So they're two different. So Eagles 3, right? So Elba's 1, even though they don't look like a 1. It's just and just help me, and I kind of understand, but how they do that. When we come back from a commercial, we'll try to explain that. Thank you. We got a little injury timeout here for a little bit. This is number 12, Braden Johnson. But they're helping out the field, so he's a big player. That's quarterback.
When you look in the view there, the Ridgecrest zone looks nice here at Providence. They got the baseball field, softball field, and football field lit up. That's a huge injury, and we were just talking about injuries. He's the middle linebacker / quarterback. Looks like maybe his ankle. Hopefully it's just a high ankle sprain that they can ice it up and he'll be okay next week. But they need everybody they can have to make it through this season, because I can promise you, when this season started, they weren't worried about the regular season. They're only worried about getting to the playoffs and making things happen.
Absolutely. Another run by Kaiser Sims. Going to pick up probably about 4 yards, maybe 3.5 yards. Going to be 3rd and 3, a long 3 for the Eagles.
Now, I was talking with Coach Keith from Providence, because playing Elba, 1A school, and they also played Highland Home, who's another powerhouse school up around the Laverne area that they're undefeated and got some college players as well. And he said the reason why they're playing this is get them ready for the playoffs. You can play some lesser teams and it looks good in the newspaper, but when it comes time to the playoffs and you've got to play some teams that can really move the ball and do certain things, you want to have experience. And I like that from Coach Keith, that he does that. I mean, it's easy to go play some of these smaller schools and run up the score 45 to 3. But when it comes to the playoffs, you get manhandled in the first round because you've been playing nobody that's not been very good. But Keith is doing that here at Providence, and I think that's a good thing.
So 4th and 3. Providence Eagles going to go for it here with 2:41 left in the third quarter. Needing a first down. Pittman's going to roll to the right. He's got a man open. And it is called at the 39-yard line. Nice grab by number 3, Elba Anderson. So that was a hard throw right there because he's rolling right and throwing back left over the middle of the field. So he had to have some arm strength to do that. But nice play on the 4th down.
And I think that throwing the ball down the field is something that Elba's not worried about at all. You'll see here on the replay. Great job. He stops and plants and throws back. And number 3 came back. Elba Anderson did a great job of reacting to the ball and getting the ball in on our clear to close replay from the 39, 1st and 10, Providence.
Nice run. Going to hand it off number 12, John Martin Bird. He's going to get about 5 yards. Going to be 2nd and 5. Good blocking downfield there. And also to seal that edge on there. So gave him a little bit of room to run.
Again, they've had some success tonight rushing the ball, so that doesn't come as a surprise. Throwing the ball over the top, I think, may have opened that up a little bit because those defensive backs and safeties, but as you can see on the screen there, they're within 10 yards easily of the line of scrimmage, all 11 players. So the chance to throw it over the top is there.
Going to fake it number 12, give it number 11. He's got room to run. He's at the 20. He's at the 10. Number 4 had the angle, so was able to knock him out at about the 3-yard line. But good, that's a little misdirection, a little fake one way and give the other way. Number 11, Grant Baker, had some running room and made the most of it.
Yeah, they scored a touchdown early on this same play to the left there. Grant does a great job, and number 4 has the angle on him and shows him out there at about the 3 or 4-yard line inside the Eagle Eye red zone. Looks like maybe about the 6-yard line now. They moved the ball back some.
That's a fake handoff. Craig Pittman's going to keep it himself. He's going to be dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. They're trying to get him right on that fake. And quarterback keep, that was designed quarterback keeper run after the fake. Didn't have the blocking that they needed to on that right side, though.
Yeah. Caden Atkins, number 10, was out there wreaking havoc again like he's done most of the night.
So 2nd and goal, Eagles needing a score desperately, at least to make it a little bit more respectable. Going to give the ball to number 12. He's going to lose another 2 yards. That is John Bird. And, he was headed. He's seen some pressure, and he cut back the wrong way. You might want to just dive that straight in the middle and not lose that another 3 yards.
And he danced a little bit there, and Keaton Poole did a great job here. It looks like that's probably going to be our last play here in the third quarter. Get you something to drink, come back, start the 4th. It's 50-13, Elba over Providence.
Welcome back. We are just starting the 4th quarter. This is the first snap of the first 4th quarter. Providence Eagles trying to score. Get like a little fade route. Pittman tried to get it to number 3 in the corner. They're just going to bring up 4th down, though. They had a couple runs, lost a couple yards, so it's the 7-yard line. So 3rd and 4th to go, sorry. So, again, needing to score, Mark Kenny. Bad.
Yeah, they do. They really need to put some points on the board. I do like the play call, though. You one-on-one out here on the island. Number 21, that's Eb Anderson for Providence. Number 21, Cameron Gray for Elba. You can also do a slant route here easily. There's plenty of room for that as well.
They're going to hand it off to number 33, and that's Kaiser Sims. He's going to be knocked out of bounds before the goal line, somewhere around the 5-yard line. So the Tigers will take over at about the 5-yard line in their own territory with, again, just starting this 4th quarter. So Providence needing some defense here.
Yeah, they didn't quite get what they wanted. Elba did a great job of keeping them, holding them on. Looks like they still have their starters, though, which is surprising here in the 4th quarter. And we don't have a running clock either, so. But the quarterback, if those are just tuning in, he twisted his ankle a couple series ago, so he's out on such a small team like this. They play both ways, and he ended up twisting an ankle.
Number 10, like Caden Atkins, is in there in the quarterback position, taking over for number 12. That was Braden Johnson that got hurt. They had to help him off the field. Nice stop there by the Eagles after about maybe a 2-yard gain. No, a loss of 2.
Yeah, that's a nice job on the inside of that defense. Number 64 there, Tom Borland. Number 63, Nicholas Morton. 53, Brooks Durden, doing a great job of getting that loss. So now you got the 2 running threats in the same backfield. You got Caden back there, Atkins, along with Alvin Henderson. That's pick your poison. And he is
gone. You won't catch him. You couldn't catch him with a motorcycle.
No.
So he is going to go for about a 92-yard touchdown run. So he's going to have 300+ yards in this game. So 356, and just a special player. Like I say, once he found the hole, and then again, but hey, give the offensive line and big number 10 credit. I mean, they create that space for him lots of times. I mean, he hardly got touched there, but that's because they were blocking good.
Yeah, and then there's some guys on Saturday who wouldn't be able to catch him. He's got that much speed that you'll see tomorrow in college football. He is he's impressive, and he's only a junior. So, what they say in the summertime, get bigger, stronger, faster, I imagine what he's going to work on, because he's at just about roughly 200 pounds. He probably wants to get up to 205, 210 if he's going to play Division I football.
The call by PAT is good. Again, by number 3, Alex Weiskup. So, with just a couple minutes ticked off in the fourth quarter, Elba scores again 57-13 here at Eagle Stadium in Dothan, Alabama.
Yeah, you'll see him right there. He broke through, and number 13 may have got a finger on him, but besides that, it's a foot race, and I'm taking him every time. So easy touchdown run. But, you also got to think about Providence. They're probably just beat down because they've been getting hit all night long, not just by him, but also number 10, Caden Atkins, who now is playing quarterback because their starting quarterback ended up looked like he maybe twisted an ankle. We were looking on the sidelines and looked like they were trying to ice it and tape it, so hopefully he'll be okay. They'll get that swelling down. A quick update on the Dothan High game. They're maybe pulling away here. It's 28-14. So in the fourth quarter. So hopefully Dothan High can hold on there. That'd be a nice win for Coach Kennedy and Dothan High.
Absolutely would be.
I know tomorrow there's not really that many big games on TV. Is there any game tomorrow on Saturday you're kind of looking forward to?
I'm interested in the Auburn game. I think it's going to be interesting. So, just to see what he can come up with on that. So after their troubles they had last Saturday. Other than that, I really don't have anything else. I mean, I guess the Alabama game is going to be, that's the 2 biggies. So.
USC comes to Colorado with Coach Prime after a bad week last week against Oregon. Got the Heisman Trophy winner showing up in Colorado, so that comes on at 11 o'clock in the morning, I saw. And then you're referring to the Auburn game. I read an article earlier this week that Hugh Freeze actually said he was spending more time this week on the offense. So he's kind of considered a offensive play calling genius. So he may be trying to take over the duties there because, like you said, it was dismal last week.
It was, yes.
I think they had 55 yards for the whole game throwing the ball.
Something like that. It was not good. And not that you talking about Colorado, they're gonna have a tough time with USC just like they did Oregon. Those wins that they had and all hyped up was fine and all, but you see what happened when they got to a quality, and that they had all the subs in at the fourth quarter. All backups. They could have scored 50 plus, almost 60 points. Handoffs to number 33. That is Kaiser Sims. So he's going to pick up a yard or 2. The Eagles were starting at about the 35-yard line. So it's about 4. So nice little run there.
Again, they've done this just about all night on their runs. They're getting anywhere from 3 to 5 yards. and doing a good job of moving the chains. They've just made some poor decisions there. And again, that's the Elba band we're looking at. You can hear them on the TV. They did a phenomenal job. I think we counted 3 or 4 players on the football team.
4
were actually in the band at the halftime show. And
another nice little run by number 33, Kaiser Sims. He's going to pick up another couple yards there. It's going to make it a 3rd and a long 4. So the ball at the 42, 43 yard line. 8:54 left in this game, and if the Eagles were honest, they want that thing to be even a lot less than that, because again, you can't come back from that deficit.
No. And Elba again has come in and done what they've done all season. This isn't anything different. Looks like they have all sides on Elba, which will give a first down. Looks like number 60, Keaton Poole, might have flinched a little bit, but maybe a first down for Providence, which is a good thing. Keep the clock moving.
Tell you what, to give the Eagle Nation some props there. They still got the stands. They still cheering. Student section still cheering. That's what you got to do. It is what it is. The score's what it is, but you still can support your team. They're doing the best they can.
That's exactly right. These kids that, a lot of people forget that they don't have much of a summer. They have 5 a.m. workouts that they have to go to and get here, and then you start working in August, late July, on getting the season ready for the season in mid-August. So it's a grind for them, and it's a good sign when you have a fan base that shows support and appreciate the kids, because it's a good thing. And both sides have done well tonight, Elba and Providence. I've been proud. Good sportsmanship all the way around, and good football.
Absolutely. And that was number 11, Grant Baker, with a nice little 4-yard run. It's going to bring up 2nd and 6. Going to be a quick out. There's number 12. He makes the first man miss, but not number 17. So that was John Bird. Made a nice little sidestep there, but he had a lot of help from number 17 coming there and stopped him for no gain.
Elba's done that all night. That little quick out route. Yeah, number Jared Anderson is going to come up and stop him, and then they come in and finish him up there. Good defense. Good flying to the ball defense there for Elba.
Craig Pittman's got a couple wide outs to the near side. Number 12's in motion. See if we're going to roll out and pass. He is going to roll out and pass. He's got a man open, number 12. Got a lot of green there. It's going to be able to see. He got a block, but it's going to be called back because it's going to be a block in the back. Would have got down to about the 2-yard line. That was John Bird, but the flag was thrown right in front of us, and it was a block in the back. Trying to help his teammate out, but it was a great game. It's going to be a first down. Just don't make mistakes like that.
Yeah, Christian Sutton, number 5. It's normally a telltale sign when they have their hands up. What did I do? What did I do? But he blocked him from behind and got his hands on him, and 15-yard penalty.
Yeah, the bad thing about it, he did it right in front of the referee. I mean, he was right in front of it.
Now, the good part was that it was so farther down the field with the 15-yard penalty, it's still a first down. So it's 1st and 10 for Providence, but instead of having the ball inside the 10, and I think we have a running clock now here in the 4th quarter, what it looks like.
Quarterback Craig's going to keep that one. That was a design fake and run. He's going to get a couple yards there for make it a 2nd and 8.
Yeah, it's Providence kind of taking their time. They're not really.
Elba Tigers bringing in lots of subs here. A lot of clean white jerseys out there now, buddy.
Yes, they are.
As a RPO, he could either throw that to number 12 or keep it. He saw enough green to keep it which are good decisions because it's going to get down to about the 23-yard line, almost to the Eagle Eye red zone. So, yeah, when he run, he looked at number 12. It kind of, and it was a good thing because that drew some of those defenders to him because it kind of looked like he was going to throw it. It was open up the middle.
Easton McKelvey with the tackle there, number 18. He's little, so he's probably, it says he's the 9th grader. He's playing safety.
Little bobble on the snap. Trying to get as much as he can, get back. He got back to the line of scrimmage, so it was not a good snap on the bobble, but you know, did a great job not losing yards though.
Yeah, Austin Aguilar there with the tackle. Then 4:30 here to go in the 4th quarter.
As a double handoff from number 11, gets number 25. He found some running room too. Get down to 10-yard line inside the Eagle Eye red zone. So that was a sweet little play there. You faked it one way going to the left and give it to the other man coming right, and the hole was open for Sawyer Bienerview.
Yeah, nice job there. Maybe think he's the one with the cramp. Maybe have a cramp. He's also middle linebacker. 4 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter.
That clock will stop on timeouts and injury only, right?
That's correct.
All right, so you know, just thinking back on this game and what you know, what Providence could take out of it, what they can learn from it, because you know they got a lot of things for, you know. I personally, on the offense, I think they did a good job running the ball, but not enough mixing up. They didn't get enough passes out there, and the Elba Tigers was able to take advantage of that, shoot the gap, put pressure on Craig. He couldn't throw the ball then, you know, because they got too much. If they did, like you said earlier, that slant was wide open right there. They could have threw that, and there had to be no long balls, but some shorter game balls out to Chappell, Stickler, and that kind of made them a little bit more honest in the Tiger.
Yeah, I think, you know, they kind of maybe tried to oversimplify too much. And I felt personally they should have spread the field a little bit more, kind of open up that defense. But offense really wasn't the problem. It's really containing that firepower of an offense that they have at Elba. I know the quarterback went out there, but a lot of times, more times than not, Alvin lined up at quarterback in a wildcat position and hand the ball off to Caden Atkins, number 10. And those two pretty much dominated, probably had close to 400 total yards, just those two alone.
Yeah. Where are we going to be at next week, Mark?
Next week, we'll be back in Carroll, Ozark, Alabama. And what have you followed? Big 5A matchup, area matchup. Looks like we got a touchdown here from Mr. Chappell Stickler, number 20. Nice route. Well done for Providence.
I would like to see a lot more of that earlier in the game, because that's the kind of thing we're talking about. You get him out there, give him a chance, and we talked about how he can make players miss and how he can, he just seems to gain yards. Like you said, some players can do that. So, but he didn't have a chance to do that very much during this game.
Yeah, he's very impressive, and he's just one of those kids that, like we said earlier, just makes plays. There he is, number 20 right there. We got a new camera on the sideline. I really like that look. A lot of times you see him on TV. Here we got the Call Bob PAT. And so, we got a new Steadicam we've used this game, and you see a lot on TV after a touchdown. Using it right there where they'll follow the player from the end zone, and that's just a neat shot. Here's the clear to close replays. Looks like it may be a run. He might have latered that back a little bit, but again, look, Chappell making folks miss and getting to the end zone, which he does a lot. Nice touchdown for Providence.
Yeah,
3:34 to go.
Absolutely, 3:34 left. So 20 to 57. We do have a running clock. It's not running now, but it will after the kickoff. So nice to see again them not give up. So you see the cheerleaders there; they cheering away, doing their best to keep this team motivated with some positivity. But again, we talked about what Providence can learn from this, and now Elba is just, again, I hate they got number 12 got hurt on that, but I think you alluded to it earlier. They got to keep everybody healthy to make it, and they can go a long way in the playoffs in 1A.
They've only lost 3 games the last 2.5 years, and I think they got put out in the second round. I think I remember reading that right last year in the playoffs. So they're hungry for it this year, and they're definitely wanting more for them. I'm trying to see who's down on the kickoff. That's Alvin on the kickoff in the back. I'll be surprised if they run the ball, if it's kicked to them.
Nice deep kick by number 8. On 7, Leighton Hagler. So that was back in the end zone. So that's going to automatically, as Mark explained earlier, that if it goes in end zone, automatic can't run it out. It's automatically comes to the 20. So, and that's where the Elba Tiger with 3:34 left in this game will take over. And again, I expect to see lots and lots of substitutions and second stringers out there now.
Yeah, you're going to see that here, and it's good for these kids to get some experience and get that. Yeah, Dothan looks like they're about to put it away. They're up 35-14. That's so they've went to Mobile and handled business. That's a good sign for the Dothan Wolves. They come back and finish up area play. But you're going to be we'll be in next week, and I think I'm really excited about seeing Eufaula and Carroll. I think both teams have some dynamic players to make things happen, and I'm expecting a really good. We had the Keyshawn Cole last week. Him and Peyton. I'm trying to think of number 2, that young man that we had last week. He had 2 plays that could have been ESPYs for ESPN.
Yes, it could. Yeah, he reached out and snagged one with a big paw there, and the other one was just a phenomenal run down the sideline that just kept breaking, kept on his feet, kept going, which was incredible.
Yeah, Peyton Plotz is his name, and he had a great game, and that should be a back and forth game, I would expect. Coach Jernigan, if that name sounds familiar, he's the standout from Troy. They end up getting drafted by the New York Giants. He is back home in Eufaula and the head coach, so we'll have him against Carroll. And there's Caden again.
It's got a flag on the play. He sidestepped one, so gets pushed out at about the 45-yard line, but we do have a yellow hanky on the field. I think it's going to be coming back.
We have a block in the back.
Got less than 2 minutes left of the game. The Elba faithfuls finally going. They got a little ride back. That's about an hour and a half, I guess, from here. So I think they're going to be filing out, getting ready to go home. I think they feel pretty comfortable. The game's in hand.
Yeah, it was a good ball game for them. They came in, handled business. They went up 2 classifications and made it look easy for their sake. Put 57 and could easily have been close to 70 if they wanted to run with the clock and play up tempo. But they are, and they fumbled on the half goal line too, right on the half line to the goal line. So I would expect if you're Elba, you're going to probably take a knee here, I would think, with 109. May not, though. No?
They're going to let number 17 get him a run. That's Jared Anderson for the Elba Tigers. So, yep, we're under a minute now. So, again, we want to appreciate everybody tuning in. And please be with us next Friday. We love bringing this football, high school football to you, and we hope you enjoy it.
Yeah, it's been fun these first couple weeks, and I can't wait till the end of the season because it gets cooler weather and start getting playoff implications and things of that such, and game get real tight. We've got a couple of good games coming up in the future. We've got the Dothan Enterprise game. We also have the HA Providence game coming right back here to Providence. Watch that. HA's having a phenomenal year. You'll see Caden Atkins here again with another long run.
He just ain't going out of bounds. He's just going to hit somebody.
Yeah, he sure did. He sure did.
Well, yeah, tell your friends, your families, People you like, people you don't like so much, tell them tune in next Friday.
Yeah, number 10. I think that's probably, thank goodness, the end of the last play there. Good sportsmanship, I would probably say, was 9/10 of it, and that's the end of it. So,
well, like I say, it was an interesting game. That first half, again, those long runs that the Tigers had, and the mistakes that the Providence Eagles make, two interceptions, fumble recovery, safety, just all kind of ballooned on both sides of the ball.
yeah, referees are officially calling it. Not sure what's going on here. The Elba coach is pretty irate with the refereeing crew. Not sure what that's all about.
I thought the refereeing crew did a great job. I didn't see it, so.
I think when you 57-20, when you're up 37 points, normally
you're
not the one. Yeah, you're not the one arguing.
Watch this last clear close thing where he just hits the guy. That really was uncalled for. So I mean,
well, the play before that, they both kind of were going at each other, and both of them were mimicking, like running that mouth. And
right.
I think Caden said, "I won't run with my mouth anymore. I'll run you over."
Yeah.
So, and that's what they got. So, I think it was a great job here by Elba. Complete game for them. Providence, too many mistakes, not doing like they're supposed to, Phillip. And I think both sides after this game got an injury to the quarterback. But besides that, I think going forward, both teams should be positive about this.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd say just really impressed with the Tigers there. They got an offensive just juggernaut there in number 2. So he is really something else. But again, it could have been a little difference if the mistakes were not made. I still think the Tigers would definitely would have pulled it out. They got superior athletes right now. So, all right, our sponsors tonight, couldn't do it without them for Friday Night Football. Bob Woodall Air Care, Eagle Eye Outfitters, Clear to Close Real Estate Group for our replays, Jim Whaley Tires, Jack's Restaurants, all about the South, Hyundai of Dothan, Southeast Health, Brian Holloway Carpet One, Triple E Designs, Tri-State Parking Lot Maintenance, Ridgecrest Baptist Church with our drone shots, Tyree Entertainment, and WTVY News 4. Thank you, sponsors.
Yeah, guys, we got our tonight's crew that's in the truck that does most of the work. Tries to make me and Phillip look real good.
And they do.
Okay, we start that off with our producer, Jared Tyree, our director, Steve Pierce, technical director, Michael Pierce, graphics, Mr. Bradley Roper, audio, Mr. Alan Pierce, replay, Mr. Broxton Gannon, our drone operator tonight, Mr. Matt Woodward from WTVY, camera operators, Neil Simmons, Brian Lee, Hasty Wiggins, Keith Dovery, and Bryant Pierce. Our spotter and our boss in the booth, Miss Jackie Kinney, keeping us in charge. I'm Mark Kinney alongside Mr. Phillip Gilley, and we'll see y'all next week in Ozark when Carol takes on Eufaula. Good night. God bless y'all.